There are 7 oceans covering our blue and green marble traveling through space. They cover over 70% of the planet. They are filled with mountains taller than the ones even on land. Thousands of volcanoes lay under these vast waters. The oceans can be one of the harshest environments for any creature to live in. Yet, it is estimated that nearly 1 million different species live in these tumultuous waters. They come in all different varieties: plant life, a wide variety of different fish species. It is even home to non-land-based mammals, with the blue whale being the largest animal in the world. But living at the bottom of our oceans is the almost tank-like armored crustaceans, and one of the most well-known is the mighty lobster. This 10-legged, almost alien-like creature can be found in every single ocean around the world. Just in the Gulf of Maine, it is estimated that there are over 250 million American lobsters living there. They have a very hard exoskeleton to serve as defense from predators, and even to protect themselves from fights against their own kind. To fend off predators, they have 2 different sized claws. A smaller one, which is typically used for feeding on smaller prey, and one large crushing claw that can even break bone. When they don't want to use their claws to fight, they can swim backwards at a speed of up to 11 miles per hour by curling and uncurling their tails. Having that strong defensive exoskeleton can pose a problem though. It is quite rigid, stopping the lobster from being able to grow. So for that to happen, the lobster has to make itself vulnerable to predators by squeezing itself out of its shell so it can form a new one. In Maine, when a lobster has just molted, they are actually referred to as jelly bellies. This is because they are so soft. Once done with molting, they will surprisingly eat their own molted shell for nutrition. Typically, a lobster you see in the grocery store is about 1 to 2 pounds, and they are about 5 to 7 years old, which is considered a full-grown adult. But in the wild, lobsters can reach up to 4 feet long, weighing in at 40 pounds, and it is believed they can live upwards of 100 years old. We all know that bright red color of a lobster after they've been cooked. However, in the wild, they mostly come in a molted brown color. That is the most common. But occasionally you can find them in orange, and very, very rarely they can also be found in blue. The blue is caused by a genetic defect that makes it produce more of a certain protein in its body, changing the color of the shell. When cooked, though, all lobsters will turn that bright red color, except for one. Albino lobsters, even when cooked, will still maintain the grayish-white coloring. These days, we see eating lobsters as a delicacy that comes with a rather high dinner bill. Fishermen all over the world catch lobsters, putting the global industry in 2020 at $5.6 billion. But back when the United States was just in its infancy, lobster was actually considered a poor man's meal, or it was even given to prisoners. This is because it was so abundant, it was washing up on the shores in large stacks, and people grew so tired of it quickly, they didn't want to eat it anymore. Lobsters are believed to have been on Earth for nearly 360 million years now. They have been around a lot longer than us, and are a key part of a balanced ecosystem. Through fishing regulations in place, the lobster seems like it won't be going anywhere anytime soon. It is very likely that these armored crustaceans of the deep will easily outlive our own species and many more on this planet.